Exclusive.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
Yes! She read my book in one day. One day, un dia, yes. You couldn't put it down.
I was so upset because I wanted some more pages on it.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Thank you so much, Queen.
Get yourself an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. It is a romance novel. It is about a famous author who, as he's turning his bestseller into an audiobook, he meets his one true love. Yes, 7 great reviews on Amazon, $10 for the book, $5 for shipping if you're trying to get it shipped. But we can meet up if you live in the NYC area. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Get yourself an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. Bye, Black. Bye, Black. What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. It is late. It is late. But, baby, I am here. I am finally here. Yes, it's bead season. For those of us who didn't know, it is bead season. Yes. 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 But no, let's get back to business because it's late. So today, of course, I spent the day with EENY, Get Your Eyes Fly. And of course, get yourself a copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. EENY is the sponsor of this here video. Yes. And did ENY today, sold a couple of books, and of course sold some glasses, and yes, brought out some new designs. So yes, be in the building for that. Definitely check them out for that. But no, the main reason why we chit-chatting is because of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's chapter 3 Rebirth. Now let's get into it. Let's get into this review. And you know what to do. Leave it in the comments, subscribe, spread the word, tell a friend. I got about 808 subscribers, trying to get to 1K, trying to get past 1K, Beach. But you know, 1K is the goal for now. It's the goal for now. I done forgot my microphone over there. I plugged it up and forgot about it. Child, it don't even matter. You can hear me, right? You can hear me. Okay, so we start the show where we ended the show last at, you know, Shamia was crying and upset. And even as they are describing the situation, I don't understand. I don't understand. Because at first, the way they hit it in the last episode, they made it seem like the baby was left by herself. And, you know what I'm saying, the room was freezing. She had no blanket and this and that and the other. But now it's kicking it like she ain't had no blanket and all that, and she was shivering. But at the same time, the nurse that was supposed to be taking care of her, she had on some kind of a hood or heated blanket or some fuck shit like that. So it's like, wait a minute. So was the AC malfunctioning, that it was just turned all the way up, or did somebody turn it up and this bitch covered herself and didn't cover the baby? Like, I'm confused as to what the fuck is the story, and y'all didn't clear the shit up for me. So whatever, but she did say the baby's fine now, and so I guess, you know what I'm saying, that Shamia gets to enjoy the rest of the vacation. So, and then we're having separate conversations where Lion Ass Drew and Tight Nose Andrew, ain't that a couple by itself? Lion Ass Drew and Tight Nose Andrew, they together, and they talking about Brit's performance when she was hugging Shamia and talking about I love you, I'll be there for you, and I really love you, and I feel so bad. Oh my God, we're sisters. Drew definitely saw her acting, and I ain't gonna front. Even I myself, the extra tears and the extra, performance had me. I mean, I looked at it, but at the same time, I was just like, maybe she feeling she emotional because everybody else is emotional, but whatever. I ignored that shit. You know what I'm saying? Tight nose Angela telling her, that Drew was, while that shit was happening, Drew was looking at her all cross-eyed, which I guess. And then in a whole separate conversation, Phaedra, Portia, and Cynthia, they sitting there, they talking about the whole situation, and apparently Phaedra got some tea. I don't know what kind of tea Phaedra got, but then again, Phaedra got to get a storyline, so I guess let's do it. I don't understand. I'm confused, but at the same time, I'm also clear that this has got to be a plot line. This has got to be about some plot line fuck shit. This has to be a plot line, because all of a sudden, Britt and Kelly vex with each other. All of a sudden we tight, and on one hand we talking about, Britt mad because she want to share my glam team and I don't want to share my glam team with her, and at the same time Kelly claims that Britt mad because Kelly don't want to share her glam team with her. Kelly don't want to share her glam team, and Britt called herself mad at Kelly because Kelly's glam team told her not to work with her, even though it was Kelly's idea. What you know what I hear when I describe that situation? There's a bitch that needs a glam team that don't got the money to pay for a glam team. That's what it sound like. It sound like you don't have the money for a glam team, just like you don't have the money to feed a whole room of people to get some fucking, to get some formwear promoted. You know what I'm saying? And we talk, and now there's a whole storyline. Because what else did these bridges know? Because when you hear about, because right now on the social media streets, they talking about the reunion. When you hear the reunion, what they going to be talking about? You know what I'm saying? Kelly not even going to be there. Portia not Portia. Kendra not. Is it Kendra? No, it's not Kendra. Kenya not gonna be there. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now, on another note, they got these commercial going on about some sort of deodorant that you can just roll on your pum pum area in public. And when I tell you, bitches, I bet not see near hoe pulling out a roll on to put on her pum pum in public. I bet not see near hoe. So funny enough, there's a scene where they wake. It look like they wake up early in the morning. Maybe this might be by afternoon. I'm assuming so. I don't know, because people got bathing suits on and people are taking shots because apparently it's shot o'clock. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I tell you one thing, they would get sick of me because I'll be turning down like a left and right. Like, get the fuck out of my face with that. I don't want to see that. Nah, I don't care about that shit. Nah. Not fucking with that. But You know, the minister Grenada came and hugged Phaedra. Phaedra hugged his ass extra tight. The man, talk about the man smell like heaven. and Portia in the corner, as he walking away, she videotaping him talking about, I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something. But the funniest shit out of that whole scene was that apparently Shamia and Kelly was dressed alike, and you know, they didn't have the exact same bathing suit, but their bathing suits were very alike, same color, same design, all of that. And so everybody noticed that shit, and when everybody was outside and Britt wasn't there, they all asked Kelly like, yo, where Britt at? She's like, I don't know. And then this bitch come out last. Even though she ain't say nothing, I know she had an attitude because she saw Shamia and Kelly dressed in the same way. Because before, apparently, the double dress crew was her and Britt, but now it's Kelly and Shamia. So she, even though they didn't say that, I know that shit made her tight. That shit had to make her tight. Now, of course, Phaedra gonna say something, you know, say to make it look like she on Britt's side when Britt sits down with, it was Phaedra, Tight Nose Angela, Cynthia, and I think that's it. And you know, she's sitting down with them, and and Tight Nose Angela is asking how the conversation with her went with her and Britt, and you know, she's like, yeah, we talked about it and whatever, you know, and I expressed to her that I didn't feel like she had my back, and you know, they just said something shady, and homegirl agreed with her, and I was just like, girl, whatever. Phaedra don't like none of you hoes. Let's keep it real. Phaedra don't like none of you hoes. But then Miss Kelly had a little her conversation with her lawyer. It didn't sound like things went her way, so I don't know about that. And then Shamia had the photo shoot with the hat. That hat was just too huge to even talk about. I could tell it was itchy and hot on that woman's head, but I'm gonna mind my business. And see, the main thing I want to say is that Shamia's body looked good. I don't understand how she said that she still need plastic surgery. Like, plastic surgery for what? But then again, these bitches, you know, plastic surgery, I feel like it's like tattoos. And once you get one, you want more. You know what I mean? So, So the ladies all go to Jab Jab, and you know, and Jab Jab, honestly, for me, looks a lot like Juve. And there was only one time in my entire life that I ever actually watched Juve. When I say watch, I was watching from a safe distance where nobody couldn't touch me with it, whatever the fuck they was throwing around. I was angrily watching because Juve happens on the day before Labor Day, and Labor Day usually a day off. But for me, on that year, Labor Day was a work day, and I was livid at the level of partying that was going on outside of my door. And then when I looked down, I saw everybody throwing this white powder on each other. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh shit, this is Juve. Oh, no wonder I ain't never came to this. This would piss me off. What the fuck? What is this? Now, although nobody was throwing oil on each other, they damn sure was helping each other get oiled up. And again, me wouldn't be that. Me not depend that. So, yes, this would not be an activity for me. Nossa! Yeah, but the ladies looked like they had a good time. They enjoyed that shit, and you know, according to Phaedra, everybody got pregnant by the same dude. So that's so not about right. As I look at the time, I realize that y'all not gonna get this episode, this review till tomorrow anyway. By the time I upload it to YouTube, it's gonna be officially tomorrow. But anyway, I do want to say that they ended it by, you know, saying that they asked Kelly about her divorce phone call, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, after she had got off the phone, apparently the crystal she had broke in half, and she Googled it and realized that the breaking in half means that, you know, it's the breakup of a relationship. So she decided that the crystals needed to be tossed in the ocean. So as they you know, encouraging her to toss the crystals in the ocean, they go into this conversation where Kelly is telling them, you know, we had this trip was so great. We had a reset, renew, and a rebirth, and I hope to continue this great relationship, this great friendship, this great sisterhood, da 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 da. And then they shoot up to 72 hours later, where Kelly, I don't know why I keep calling her Britt, where Kelly is talking about, oh, I'm still not divorced, and the man went to jail. She hasn't talked to Britt since coming home from the vacation, and apparently there's some tea on Tight Nose Angela's husband, aka Charles Oakley, about him cheating, and then apparently there was some text messages that was shared from Portia and somebody that Kelly, that Britt was talking to Portia about. All of this, I'm assuming, is coming up. So, you know what I mean? This episode was good. I ain't gonna front, but you know what I mean? At the same time, I'm almost like, like, seems like there's some tea coming up after this trip, but there's always some tea coming up after the trip. So let's get to the tea. I mean, that's the reason why I watch the show, for the tea. The fuck? The tea. Anyway. But again, and because again, I also want to know, as I'm watching it, like, what is really going to be discussed at the reunion? Like, for real, for real. Anyway, like and subscribe. Check out EENY Eyewear. Check out That One Voice Revised Edition. Definitely spread the word, tell a friend. Trying to get to 1K, trying to get past 1K, but definitely to 1K. And yes, see me next time. Next time I drop an episode, it'll be about Basketball Wives, because we missed last week. Yes. Because what was going on last week? Oh yeah, BET Awards. Yeah. No Diddy.